Well, thank you for the opportunity and visiting Carolina Base-Pac. We're located in Hudson, which is North Carolina, in Caldwell County. Graduated from Lees-McRae in 1986 and never thought I'd have the entrepreneur skills to be where I am today. But Lees-McRae was a great junior college at the time. Sure, it's a great four-year institution now. My wife actually just went to work at Lees-McRae. She was teaching at Lenore-Ryan, and we're living full-time on Beach Mountain. I bought Carolina Base-Pac 23 years ago. Started out with about 13 employees, and today we have approximately 50. I contribute that to, we build a lot of custom items, things that other pallet manufacturers and wood providers don't build. We're more about quality rather than quantity. So we take all of our wood waste and we grind it. All of our wood waste, it's either like a fine dust, and it's a ground mulch material, and it's used for wood boilers and erosion control. So they take the ground material and they blend it with grass seed and then put a mesh over it and sandwich it and use it for erosion control. So like what you see on the highway, whenever they have the matting material.
Yeah.
And
now is that something that you profit from?
it's an avenue to get rid of our waste material, of our scraps.
And do you do it with the community, like the county or the state? How do you outsource that? How do you distribute that?
There's a company here in town. No, we deliver it to them. But there's a company here in town, and this is a big deal, being able to get rid of our waste. But there's a company here in town that manufactures that product. So again, it's erosion control, and it's a matting. So they take this, they put grass seed in it, they sandwich it, and they roll it up. I didn't think that I've been in sales for most of my life and didn't think that I would have the opportunity to do something like this. And one day I said to myself that I wanted to work for myself rather than work for someone. And you know, it's been a lot of luck, but when you work hard, sometimes luck follows hard work. My day starts at 4:15 a.m. It's a long day, and I'm hands-on. I like to get here before our employees do, get my day started. It's a little quiet time, get some paperwork out of the way, and just keep a pulse on the operation. So it's, you know, a normal day is get to work early, and normally you're one of the last ones to leave. We deliver our ground material and our chips probably 3-4 days a week. And then on the stakes for erosion control, we ship 2 or 3 loads a week on it. But this here, this is a cant. It's the center of the tree. So normally it comes in 43 pieces, anywhere from 12 to 16 feet long. And you can see here where the rings are, this tells you kind of how old the tree is. And I mean, you can feel it, the moisture content. This has probably been out of the woods for less than 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And this is just sawdust that comes off the machine.
Very similar to...
This is finer than what you just saw.
Okay.
This is finer. So they use this here for boiler fuel rather than natural gas.
Okay. That's very in-house. So you take that and use that to make...
I mean, you got to find an outlet for everything. I mean, that's whether you make money or lose money. You got to find an outlet for everything. These cants are like, they were probably 16 feet. And they put them on this machine here, and this is like a chainsaw. And it cuts it to length, whether it's 40 inches, 60 inches, whatever the length may be.
Okay. And does somebody work this, or is it?
Yeah, got an operator up here. So these These right here, he cut these at 48 inches. And we will manufacture the sticks for the erosion control. So from there, they take these sticks.
It says stick on it.
Yep.
So it's labeled so they know. And then that's firewood.
Correct.
It's not 48 inches, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That's scrap. This is what we need to start selling. As I said, it's long hours and the support of my family. Until they got involved with the business, they didn't understand or they didn't see how challenging it is when you have to be responsible for everything. The reason that I chose Lees-McRae is because it was a college that afforded me the opportunity to get back on my feet. I didn't do well in school. I was more interested in sports and work, and school was just a sideline. And again, the Lees-McRae gave me the opportunity to get my feet back on the ground. From an educational standpoint, it was the programs and the classes that I was involved with was very structured. Sam Burton, who is no longer with us, he was very instrumental, and he was an economics professor, and very instrumental in he and his wife, Kathy, instrumental in doing some coaching and monitoring a lot of the students, and we did outside activities as well. Went backpacking, which our back door is woods and rocks, and great place to go to college. So if I look back, I wouldn't change anything that I did. This right here, this here was a can.
Oh, it is white.
And so we take it and we run it through this machine. So we take the can, we run it through the machine, and it cuts it into boards. And that's what you see right there.
And depending on the size of the pallet, depends on the thickness?
1/2 inch, 5/8, 3/4. This is poplar. And so 4 of these here this was a can. We ran it through this machine.
What is that, 5/8? No, that's an inch?
1.25 inches, 5/4. And it notches it.
Wow.
This is our bread and butter machine. It's an automatic pallet nailer.
So it just puts it together.
Yep.
Wow, look at that. Wow. How often do the machines go down?
This is a high dollar machine,
I
not
was gonna say, this one looks
not
like
that often. Well, I contribute where I am today, not only to hard work and my family, but again, Lees-McRae was, they were the college that was my foundation and the building blocks of my future. I didn't realize it then, but I reflect now where I was and where I am today. And Lees-McRae, of the 3 colleges that I went to, Lees-McRae was my favorite, still is. You never know when you're going to be interviewed, and I think that you got to keep your skills sharp. And when you're in an interview, be yourself, be comfortable, dress for success. And you can always, this is an old saying, and you can always dress down, but you can never dress up. So once you start that interviewing process, dress for success, and whatever goals and map plan you have, don't be afraid to pursue it. and reach out to someone. That the biggest thing that helped me get to where I am today is when I graduated from college, I had a mentor, and I went to work for him when I graduated from college, and I watched his success, I watched his drive, I watched his determination. So it's hard to figure this out on your own. Some people can, but I think that the success rate is going to be minimal. So if you can find someone that has been successful in not only a work career, but with their family, with work, you know, with giving back to the community, and model yourself, you know, after a mentor, and that saves a lot of time and puts you ahead of the curve.
Wow.
See, and that's one of our slogans, building foundations that move the world. It's pretty cool.
Well, it's like you said, I mean, the companies depend on you to move their products so people can get what they need.
Yep.
And that's,
I mean, it's an integral part. You know, I mean, you may be looking at a $15, $20, $30 pallet, but you may have something on there valued, you know, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000.
or something that feeds a school system, or, you know, whatever it is. It's not, you know, there's just things that keep communities going and families going, or packing tape to move people so they can get places. And I want to get a picture of that.
The bulk of products that are manufactured go on some form of a pallet. You know, when I look at where I was, like at Lees-McRae, and where we are today, you know, success comes in cans, not cannots. You get focused on something, doesn't matter what your background is, what your history is, what you did, but there's only one way to go, and that's go up.